You're all right, keep going. National champion, Olympic bronze medalist. Coleman officially went on the staff. He's one of our 4 official NCAA coaches. Coleman's going to spend a little time today working some head skills and doing some things that really has helped him develop over the last year. He's covered some of the stuff. Second best in the nation. I'd say Burrow's in one. Coleman's a guy.
For all you don't know, Connor Klein, Blackwell, Oklahoma, we're using today. Okay, first we're going to get to his little head and heel, little ankle pick. And really, I didn't really start using this till World Cup this summer, and sort of just came about there. I guess I practiced it a little bit, and that's where it really, I felt it, I guess, in the middle of match time. And a lot of it, you know, is we get in here, Connor grabs my head, and almost all of us go to an overtie. Okay, the kids go to overtime, but we don't have a score out of it. Okay, there's no, just hang in here. Okay, there's nobody was ever scoring out of this. So we took this overtime a little bit, and we had to figure a way to make it into our setup. You know, it's comfortable to go overtime and everything. So we had to, I sort of figured a way, you know, I want to use this leg, how we're going to get there. All right. So the first thing we're going to do here, Connor ties up, I'm overtime. Okay. Square feet up a little bit for this. Okay. First thing we do, we take his ear and put it on his bicep, and my head goes on the opposite side. Okay. We don't have much pull here when everything's loose. Okay. I got to get it tight. My head goes to the opposite side. Now I'm a right leg lead predominantly. Okay. And I'm going to do this to my left side. It's just the side I've always felt. Okay. What I'm going to do is I sort of square my feet up here when I go to hit this. All right, I square up first. Now, we're going to take this, what I've been calling as a rocker step. Okay, so my weight's going to transfer to my right leg. To my back, it's going to become my back leg, the leg I step. Okay, now when I step, I'm pulling the head down. It's at a gradual angle, and it's coming down. Okay, here. Get him to step this foot. Okay, my whole goal is not really to reach for the leg or anything right now. It's to get him to step. Okay, whatever I have to do to get him to step that leg. Okay. That's all I need to do. So when I step, it's not straight back or it's not directly to the side. I split the difference. Okay? And my lead leg's just going to slide back a little bit, my left leg, and I'm pulling down and gradual. Down here. Okay? And I rock back. That's what we call it. I'm calling it that rocker step. I'm on my back leg now. Okay? Now I'm going to shoot and I'm going to cross pick. Everything's coming down here. Okay? I'm picking with your right hand. All right, so it's a cross pick, low level. Okay, again, ear's always got to come to his bicep. We're never going to be able to pull with our head in here. Ear to the bicep and sort of just cover his head here. And again, I squared my feet up a little bit, okay, and I'm pulling him. I'm stepping, and I pull the head down, okay, get him to step that foot. And I'm just going to it. My hand's just reaching to it. Back knee's going down, and I'm switching my knees. Okay, and a lot of times, it's going to be hard in the middle of a match against somebody good just to ankle pick them straight to their butt. Okay, so I was having to finish it to a single leg a lot. And I'll get into that here in a minute. Just how you're going to finish it. And that's a lot of feel. You're going to have to just do this enough to feel it. Okay, so square our feet. Step. Right step, that rocker step. All my weight goes to that foot. I got him to step here. Okay, now I'm just transferring everything. I'm trying to touch his head to his knee. Picking at the heel. Okay, staying up high. All right, now, when we get to it, you know, a lot of guys I was wrestling, they were either kicking out forward, okay, and I was having to switch off. All right, but everything stayed the same. All my steps stayed the same. Okay, it's just my head hand is the only thing that I'm changing. I'm not changing it. I'm just transitioning it. So when I step here and I was going to the ankle and said Connor was turning away from me, I changed it right to my single leg. Okay, it's pretty natural feeling, pretty easy feeling to come right up into your single. Okay, from there. So I'd let Connor grab my head there. All right. I was going to it. Now it's sort of just, if I couldn't hold his head here, I couldn't. Right up into my single. And here, okay, on my single leg, I'm not locking my hands. Okay, if you ever notice, I'm splitting. Okay, this cuts out his whole whizzer and everything. All right, for all you can't see that, I'm cutting out his whizzer, going right here. Splitting, left hand above the knee, okay, and my shoulder's deep. So now I'm just shelving it, and for me, wrestling freestyle, I can just run backside into my leg lace. Okay, but recently I've been cutting out my whole locking on a single leg. I've been splitting my hands, okay, and it cuts out a lot of the scrambling. So again, our rocker step. And the most important thing here, I think, is pulling down. Okay? It's not going to the side, it's pulling down. Okay, when I go here, I can sort of let his hand slip off. My left hand comes high, above the knee, and up. All right. A lot of times, you might not even have to bring it up. Just run it down backside. Of course, freestyle to your ankle lace. Okay, so again, Connor grabs my head right there. I got to suck everything to the side here. Okay, my feet square up. Now I'm sort of sidestepping. It's not directly to the side or back. Remember, it's just, you split the difference. And down. Get him to step that leg. And I transition. My weight's now driving from off my back foot and going to meet me. Okay, and again, if his head slips out, circle your knees to the back side, left hand above the knee, shelf it. Okay, and like I said, for freestyle, you trap his ankle in here. Okay, now I got 2 free hands to work for my lace. All right, which makes it pretty easy there. That's pretty basic lace, that we learned. But again, this is a very, very effective way. Okay, so right there, that's 2 different shots already off this pull. That normally, kids will get in here. We still have it today. They'll do this one, post off on the over front. Okay, so suck his head to the side. All right, now my feet are a little bit square. That cuts. I need them to be square here. I can't. It's hard to step and my feet are so wide. That's why I sort of square them up. It's a little cheat step. Now I'm rocking back. Okay, and I can sit him to his butt if he's coming out and kicking forward. Scooting my knees. Okay, shelving it. All right, now I was getting where guys sort of saw it at that World Cup. It's amazing of how quickly these guys adapted. Nobody sort of knew anything about me until World Cup. That's sort of where I came out onto the international scene. That was in May or so. It was the first time. So guys were catching on. Every time I went overtie, they were just dropping their arm or whatever, just coming down there. So I was having to catch them. All right, and now instead of cross picking here, I'm going to go same side single, or same side low single. All right, so I was doing the same step. All right, here, step back. Yeah, same thing. Same thing. Same thing. No, do the same thing. We'll get to that one next. All right, so coming here, and I was just coming down. Instead, I couldn't get to my cross pick. I was just falling into my low single. Okay, so and this was working well. This shot actually, it sounds odd, but if Connor's a left leg lead, I was getting able, because of the angle I'm at here, I can actually get him to step easier with his back foot. It was easier to get him to step. If he's a right leg lead, hard right leg, my angle here, I actually need to be at this before I can start pulling. Okay, so in competition, I wrestled all left leg leads in the Olympics. Okay, so it was easier to get to that. But now I came back, and everybody's right leg lead. So I was having a little bit of trouble getting to my cross pick. So I was doing the same thing and sort of just falling into my single leg here. And I was just falling down into it. All right, right into my low single. And of course, John and Coach Smith and all them, it's the same thing. Shoelaces on the ground, elbow on the ground, cup in the heel. Okay, and I'm in my low single position. Okay, so it's just another little shot, that we can get off this. I square my feet up, rocker stepping, sliding in. Okay, just to our low single, just snagging it, and running down regular to our crack down or whatever we want to call that one. Okay, so that's another little setup off there. Okay, or a little finish, I guess I should say, all off this overtie. Okay, so our kids, I wouldn't discourage them, from going here now. Okay, a lot of times we'd always say, fight back inside. I don't really have a shot from inside control. Okay, a lot of you guys watch, I'm outside, I'm elbows. Okay, I don't shoot from inside control. Okay, so this worked well for me. Sucking the ear to the bicep, sidestepping, and down. Sort of knee sliding up into my low single. Okay, just sliding up, knee sliding, okay? If I'm stepping here, my weight's all on my right foot. Now I'm shooting back to it. And my toes tuck under. Okay, never up on my toe. Of course, that puts my head down. Shoelaces, hand posted. That way I can move for freestyle purposes. I'm always bringing my free hand to my hip. Prevents any chest wrapping. Okay, so you don't want to give up any easy counters to that. All right, so that's all off that overtie pull. Now, that's all when I can get him to step here. Another thing kids were doing, they were all left leg leads, like I said. So they were just staying strong with their left leg lead. They weren't stepping with their right foot. So I would go to, and they were just stepping up with their left. Okay, and after a while it was, it's like, what do I do? I want to get to that leg, my cross pick, or even my low single. Okay, I got to figure something out. All right, so what we were doing was just coming back to our regular ankle pick. So I was still doing my motion here. Okay, now just going back to our regular side. All right, so you have a right side attack and a left side attack, all from the same setup. All right, so again, pulling that head tight here. All right, so my feet square up. It's the same rocker step. Step to my right, and all my weight's moving back, transferring to my right foot, and everything's coming down. Connor doesn't step his right foot. He's learned. Okay, that's all right. Okay, when I'm coming down, I'm going to just pick. Okay, and I'm throwing his head. All right, if you see on all these ankle picks, we always pick and throw. Shove them with our forearm. Okay, down and throw them off. Okay, got to be a little bit deliberate with it. All right, so here our head comes to the side. Okay, I'm rocker stepping. Connor doesn't. He's disciplined. He didn't step forward. That's fine. I just go find it. Okay, drive him over. All right. So fairly easy little set up an ankle pick routine, all from which I know when I was young, someone grabbed my head, I was always taught, fight back up inside. All right, but there's really not too much for me to do from here, personally. Okay, so I know a lot of kids are doing it now, coming over the top. We got a lot of slide bys and things like that we can do. I'm more just a fan of these ankle picks. Okay, so again, Connor's a left leg lead, or even if he's right leg, he doesn't want to step that forward. Okay, so you go to pull, and he stays disciplined here. All right, I'm just sort of rotating. My knees have to be pointing to where I'm shooting. Okay, I can't have my knees pointing out here. Okay, my knees got to always rotate to what leg I'm going to be shooting. Here, my elbows down, shoving him off. Okay, attacking. All right. So you got your cross pick, your cross pick to a single, your low single, and then your regular ankle pick, all from our rocker step. Okay, and our rocker step here, my weight's back. All right, transitioning. All right, Coach Smith, when I first learned the low single, always said, treat your hands like when a snake's biting. Okay, they got to be quick. When I'm going, you got to snag at it. Okay, you don't want to sort of just lunge in there. Okay, and that's how I sort of come here. Hands got to be quick. Hands to it. Okay, I'm rotating on my feet here. Bam, going to it, meeting that leg. And of course, live action, I'm going to try to time it. As soon as he's stepping, I'm reaching. Okay, I'm there on the leg. All right, so we got those little ankle picks. Another thing, the left leg lead. I used to hate wrestling left leg leads. I don't know why, I just never really saw it much until this summer. Okay, Jordan was my training partner, and like I said, 90% of the foreigners are left leg leads, so I had to learn. Okay, and I sort of embraced it. And so another little thing, if you watched me yesterday, when I was wrestling, I couldn't do it on a right leg lead because the way they were, but when I was wrestling Jordan and Alex, I was getting to this leg with an inside heel grab. Okay, now I'm not gonna say it works for everybody, it's sort of hard to get, but, you know, what we're doing here, okay? And you'll see, Coach Mondays where I got this pop in the shoulders from, all right? So when I popped, I was coming pop, head, and then I was immediately coming to here, okay, to the inside leg. Now, when it first started, it was meant to be as a setup to get him to move his feet. But it actually, I was catching some single legs in it. It's how I got going to it. So I was popping, clubbing, okay, same side, all right, and I'm stepping, and I'm reaching to the inside part of his heel, okay? Not to the regular, I'm reaching to the inside part of his heel. All right, and all I was doing was stepping to the outside and trying to pull it up. Okay, it was just an inside reach single. All right, so popping to here, okay, right to here. I'm just trying to get to it. I just feel this pop and pull gets him to put his weight on that foot. All right, so it's planted right to here, inside reach, okay. And you were just sort of pulling it up to your armpit. So you're coming from here, okay, it's just going to go to a regular single leg armpit, okay, to this outside, from outside this leg. And that's, of course, that's if you get it, you know, we can get to that. And then, so we're going to do that one more time. I'm going to post, and again, I post with my hands all together. I post club, okay, I'm going right down to a single. Here. I got Connor moving that way, okay. Stepping his foot here. So I'm stepping outside, and all I'm doing is I sort of back step, pick it up to my armpit. Okay, try to make it one motion. Now, what I was saying is I was getting to a setup. Okay? So, you watch Jordan, or you watch me wrestle, we do this with our feet, right? Anytime Connor's faking it to my foot, I just pick my foot up instead of down block. So, Jordan and Alex were both doing it yesterday. I caught them doing it. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have to make sure you're quick with your other foot, all right? So, what we're going to do, Connor, pick up that foot when I go to block it. Okay, so when we go to block it, he picks it up. I'm coming back in low singlets. This side. All right, so I'm doing it as his foot's in the air. All right, so I'm blocking, and I'm coming back crossed. I'm coming back through across low level. So we pop, club, and I'm gonna step all the way outside his foot. So I'm gonna shoot all the way across his body. Here, I got him to step up. Now I'm coming back in. I'm in my shooting position. I never leave this. I'm just catching right here on the inside heel. Okay, and pull myself up to my low single. All right, so for you that are here, this is how I hit it twice. I hit it once on Jordan and Alex yesterday. And you know, they're big guys. I just kept getting them step, bam, and you cross pick, okay? Of course, Alex cheated and kicked out of his shoe. But, you know, it's very effective with, you know, you get guys that, you know, and nothing wrong with this. You just have to, you know, it's actually a little bit better defense. You just have to be ready to counter this, okay? So, again, we're popping, clubbing, and I'm coming inside hand. Right there, it's all I need. I'm in on my low level. All right, again, I don't shoot with my toes in the mat. I'm back. Okay, my head's in the heel. I had to switch off to finish it to a single. If you're going low level, you can get there. Depends on your angle. All right, so one more time. And this, try to throw it up a little bit, okay? When I go here, try to throw that foot up. Make him step it up. All right, I'm in my shooting position. I'm going, driving off that back foot, okay? Catching on the inside, switching. All right, I like to catch on the inside. I think we can get there a little bit quicker. For some reason, a little bit more comfortable. And now, I can bring my knee up into a low single. Okay, this is actually my misdirection low single side. So that's why I'm having a cross pick. Okay, you know, I have, if Connor's left leg lead, okay, this is my low single side right there. Okay, if I'm gonna low single that leg, I'm gonna come here. That's my low single side, or my misdirection side. So that's why I'm having a cross. So if I can't, because my feet are, I'm a right leg lead. Okay, this has to be my down leg. All right, if I'm going to a low single this side. All right, so that's why I'm having to cross pick and I pull my knees up. So pop, cross, my knee drops, my back knee's coming up right to it. All right, again, elbows on the mat, shoelaces tucked, head and knee. All right, just right to that position, right to your low single position. Okay. Did John do any low singles yet? No. So it's pretty much identical to that, my position at the end. All right, let's go again. We're going to look like a little bit faster. Okay. I already got to crunch that. I'll probably just run back side here. All right, so you got to get him to lift that foot. Got to get him to lift that foot, and that's setups, man. Just getting him to react, getting him to move. Okay, and it's a fairly easy setup here. You know, it's not much to it. It's just pivoting on our lead foot. Okay, again, we have to point our feet and knees where we're going to go. Okay, so I start out here. My foot's going to be pointing to the outside here. Okay, back leg comes around. I'm pivoting on my toe. Got to be pointed to where I'm going. All right, I can't shoot from here. If Connor's there, I gotta. It's too different of an angle. I don't like that angle. My back leg had to come around. Okay. Okay. So, you know, it might not be for everybody. I know it's just something I started feeling. Actually, in New York City, is when I really felt it. At the wrestle lot. You know, and that's where it keeps these guys at bay. You know, I got somebody like Jordan or like Bunch when I was wrestling there, real quick, real fast twitch. I got to keep them at bay. All right, they don't know what to do with their left leg. Now the left leg back. So they take it up and back. You know, those guys are all shooting from here. We're up in the air the whole time. No, they don't have a shot. All right, so just something a little bit that I started playing with that actually started working. All right. Now, we're going to get to a double leg. And the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to tie that ankle pick right into my double leg. Okay, I'm going to use that setup one more time and tie it in. And then I'm going to go through my series of double legs. For me, I prefer to double leg coming up through, and I still do. Single leg's all a little bit harder to finish, a little bit more fight. Double leg, I just felt you could just blow through them, be done with it, get your points. You know, that's how I felt, and that's what I was. You know, when I came to OSU, I probably had solely a double leg. I don't think I had much more than that. You know, and I sort of developed everything from here on out, from then on out. So the first thing we're going to do is that we're going to get back to that rocker step again. Okay, and I'm going to hit that rocker step, and I'm going to go to a regular ankle pick on this side now. And then I'm going to follow it up into my double. Okay, so Connor's going to here, I'm going over the top, I square my feet up. Okay, now when I rock her here, as I'm rocking and I get back in my set position, I'm switching head hands. So I rock her, I'm switching head hands. Okay, and my knees, again, I just sort of shift my weight. Okay, and I catch his heel. Now a lot of times Connor's going to be just lifting his head up here to get out. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to follow it in. My left knee's going to hit right inside his toe, and now my right knee, my back knee, is going to have to split his legs. And I'm coming right into my double leg. And outside leg flies up. Okay, outside leg flies. My hands, I always lock my hands on double leg. Okay, right below his butt. Right here. Connor goes to sprawl with my hands locked. Sprawl. Right, ain't going really anywhere. I unlock my hand and Connor sprawls. A lot more action I got to keep up with this. Here, I can just keep him steady. Ain't nothing to it. Okay, just locking that part of your hand right below his butt, keeping it locked. All right, so again, we're going to go rocker step and switch our hands. Okay, and again, when we rock her, I have to turn my knees back in to here. Okay, and I just like to place my knee right inside his foot. Got to slide up. Too extended here. My right knee's got to slide between his. So, we're rocker step here. All right, now catch his heel. I just want his heel. All right, left knee's down first. Okay, as my left knee goes down, my right knee's going to come all the way through the hole. Okay, my right hand goes to the hip. Okay, that's my first step. All right, now my outside leg's got to fly up. Got to fly. Okay, up to here. All right, now, as we always tell our kids, head up, butt down, back straight, right? This isn't going to finish any shot. It's anybody good. Right here. Now, when I'm finishing here, I'm looking over his back. I can't stand picking this guy up and making myself work that hard. All right, so what I like to do is just step all the way around his legs to here. When Connor clears out, I'm in a pretty decent square stance. Okay. So I like to just step around his hand, like my knees coming in. I'm sort of just shooting my arms straight. Okay? And I'm just finishing it popping. I'm just popping his legs out from underneath of him. A lot of times you'll finish in a target, or even just with him there on his side. All right, so again, he's on my head. I gotta rotate my head to the outside, just like our elbow control. It's gotta be on the opposite side. All right. When I step, everything comes to the mat. Everything down here. All right. And as I'm going, I'm switching my hands and just catching this heel. My left knee's going right to the inside of his toe. Okay, now this hand's coming off his head. My right knee's got to follow it. My right knee's got to follow, so my head shoots to the outside. My right knee's got to follow, and I sort of just walk on my knees here, knocking backwards. My hands are locked, back knee flies. Okay. I'm always looking up over his back. Like I said, I just like to step out to the side. Step out to the side, and I just sort of collapse this knee in. Nice little pop, end up in your turf. Okay, so pretty simple little shot. Okay, and when I had a mindset where we started working a lot of these shots, it was all right. How can I get to his legs? All right, it wasn't necessarily how am I going to finish. There's how am I going to get to his legs? I knew once I got to his legs, I was going to be able to finish. And we worked enough, and you have enough heart, you'll most likely finish a shot if you're good with the position hard. So I had to figure a way how to get to his legs. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I wanted to just get to his legs. And that's why I started with my low single, okay, that little cross pick. And I finished probably 95% of them. And, it was just something that I felt, that I learned the position after I figured a shot out, okay? So this is the same thing. I said, okay, I need to get to my double leg. How am I going to get to it? Something different. They know this one's coming. They know that one's coming, right? They know my fake's coming. All right, so I'm just going to, I'm not a contact wrestler. Okay, so I let them get in here. All right, I'm going to wrestle from contact. All right, they don't know what they're doing now. They think I'm going to just sort of break ties, everything. So I sort of have to throw a curveball at them. This way we talk about it. Okay? Here. Perfect. That's all I want. I want him to pull his head up. I don't want an ankle pick. I don't want an ankle pick. Personally, I don't want one. I want a double leg. All right, so this is, it's the rocker steps set up to the ankle pick, and the ankle pick set up to my double leg. All right, so it's a little bit of a combination, and it's really two shots in one. All right, I know that's what I was always, Coach Smith always told me, multiply shots. That's what he told me at when I was at the end of that third place match when 20 seconds left. All he told me was shoot 2, 3, 4 times. That's all he kept saying, shoot, 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 keep shooting. And that's what it comes about, It's just showing enough grit to say, all right, I'm going to shoot 2, 3 times to get to his legs. Okay, and it might have been a double to an ankle pick to a low single, it doesn't matter. All right, and that's all this one is. Just modifying it. Here, picking down. Left knee right to the inside, and this one flat. Big knee. Got a big slide up. Okay. Pop and looking for our target. Okay. So that's my double that ties my ankle pick to it, and sort of how I came about all that stuff. Now, my basic double, first thing we'll do is just an open double. This last about a year and a half with Coach Monday taught me to use my hands. All right, I've been wrestling 20 years. Thought I could hand fight, thought I could do this. I was very poor at hand fighting and using my hands and feet at the same time. And I think it took somebody that pointed out to me and showed me that I didn't use them. This is not using your hands. That doesn't do me any good. Okay, I mean it does. I'm going to score off it, but hitting and holding does not do me any good. So we figured out how to use my hand. I was watching him and Kevin Jackson. I watched some of their old videos. When they had the shoulder pop, okay, they were just popping shoulders and moving their hands. Okay? Yeah, that's nice. That's easy. All right, there's not much to it. Okay, so I adopted it, and you know we have guys doing it now. All we're doing, thumbs are with our hands. We're hitting with our palms. Okay, definitely not here. This is gonna jam our thumbs. And all I'm doing is popping the shoulders. It's not a hit and push. I'm jabbing. Okay, and whether it be one or the other or both, it doesn't matter. So in my mind, I'm thinking, and it sucks when somebody does this to you. Okay, for a couple minutes. All right. You know. So I'm wrestling, and Connor keeps hitting my shoulders. Okay, but I'm having to reset every single time he's hitting me. Okay, there's no break. Connor's not wasting any energy. He's doing this. That's nothing. But we can all do that for a couple minutes, right? So he has to reset, and he's reaching for me every time. So in my mind, you know, I'm just. Hell, in 20 years of learning this, you know, I've been wrestling since I've been 6, and at 26 I learned something new, all right, that took me really to the next level. And so what we worked on was how to tie my fake, which was my stutter step, into this pop. Okay, so all we're doing is we're popping here, okay, and my elbows come to my hips, all the way here. And this prevents, Connor, I don't want to come here and shoot. That's what I used to do. My hands would drop straight back, and I'd shoot from here. I get underhooked about every other time. All right. So what we're doing here, we're popping, our elbows come to our hips, and I'm stepping deep. Okay? All right, so we're popping, we can even pull. When I pop, my elbows to my hips, and I'm stepping deep. Okay, and I'm staying in my shooting position. All right, right here. I talked to Johnny Morrison the other day. We were talking about our front foot. Front foot gets snagged. Okay? So what we did, and I had to do this, you know, the Indian kid was catching me at camp. 66 kilo, I was trying to drill, and he was just, every time I was doing it, he was catching my lead leg, just snagging it. I was getting pissed off. I was trying to drill. So what we were doing was sort of that rocker step again. So as I'm faking, we're sort of just picking, our weight shifts to the middle. Okay? And you know, it shifts to the middle. Now I can just lift my foot. That's all we needed. Okay? And when we're doing that, from what I've found out, now I can drive and I can step deeper. Okay? So I'm hitting my elbows to my hips. Okay? And I sort of just shift slightly. And it's hard to see in a match. So when I go, and now I can step deep. Okay? I'm never leaving my shooting position. Okay? We're hitting. I post. I'm down. Okay? As I'm stepping back. My drive's coming off my back leg here. I'm here, hitting him, and my hands are shooting out. Right here, right to my same position. All right, stepping across, top of the knee. Okay, looking for a turn. All right, so our hands are fairly important here in our shots, and it's, you know, it's not that, you know, you have to try to punch him, but just pop him, you knock him off the stand. Pull. Pop. Here. He's already wanting to grab. He's already going over top of me. Okay, here. Taking that step. Off your back foot, take that step in there. We don't want to hit, okay, fake, and try to shoot from here. Trying to extend. I have to take that extra step, just a little bit, to get up under it. Hit him with your shoulder. Here. Stepping up. Back leg's out of fly. Never in here. Never two knees. Back leg flies, looking over his back, stepping around. Blocking that knee. Looking for your touch. Okay, so just a basic open fake double, fake hesitation double. Okay, and that's really where it comes from, is just a little slight hesitation off your fake. Okay, so when I'm going, slight hesitation, and I'm hitting. All right, you actually, I've come to find out it works. You know, it's not fake. Go. Hitting, taking that extra step, and going through it. Okay, and our shoulders got to get up through him, and our knees got to be between his toes at all times. Now we can't have our knee back here and try to finish too extended. Gotta be up here. Gotta be up in. My hips gotta be up in. All right. So that's just basic open double. All right, fairly basic. Shoulder pop, elbows toward hips. Okay, here, my elbows have to come to my hips. And as they're coming to my hips, I'm taking my deep fake. Okay, here. Now, taking another little step. All right. And shooting to his knees, to his legs. To his legs, locking right below the butt. All right. So, when I came to school here, that's pretty much what I had. I'm not lying. I had a double leg. Don't know if I had anything else. Okay, and Coach John and Pat were really adamant about elbow control after my sophomore year. It definitely shows, you know, it went from 5th in the country at 125 to bumping up to 133 and being 2nd in the country. And it just coincided, I learned elbow control that summer. All right, now, when I say elbow control, outside. Outside. We're going to be all on the outside here. I'm going to do it to Connor's left side here. It's all on this outside. And I don't grab elbow. A lot of guys do. I get armpits. Okay? And trust me, it don't feel good for Connor. Okay? I get up in that armpit and I'm sucking everything into my head. Okay? My elbow comes down into my head. And my head again is on the opposite side. Okay? Always looking into it. Now, our head gets caught in here on the same side. All right, so everything's a little bit too tight for me to move off of because I'm shooting this elbow control. All we do is just roll it underneath and look into it. All right, right here. And I'm always going to start with fish hook on this bicep. Always. No matter what, I'm starting. I'm finding that. I'm trying to find that right here. Right there. All right. This is how I want to be my elbow control. And that's, again, it's not out here loose. I'm sucking it to my hip here. All right, making him turn his shoulders. Okay, now for me to hit this double leg, I have to have a cheat step. All right, I can't hit it from here. All right, and this one, definitely, no penetration. It's not really a penetration step. All right, this is more of a pull than anything. Elbow, it's called an elbow pull double leg. Okay, so when I'm going here, I have to have my cheat step. Okay, my cheat step's got to come up. Now when my cheat step comes up, my right leg's coming outside. Okay, right outside his foot. All right, that's the only step I'm going to hit. Those two. Those are the only two. Cheat step, right leg out. Okay, and as I'm doing that, I'm just poking my head in the hole. Okay, right to here. All right, now the rest of this is going to be a pull. I should be able to put Connor's hands on the back on the mat behind me. Okay, so when I'm a right leg lead, cheat step, outside step. Head pops in the hole. Here. Now, all I'm going to do is my knee pad is going to hit the mat for a second. I got to come up. And my inside control hand shooting out to the double leg. Not where it's at right now, probably where it's going to be. Okay, so when I pull, okay, I just sort of tuck my head in the hole. Okay, and I'm pulling him straight over the top of me. Okay, when I come here, and then it's coming up into it. All right, we'll do this slow. So, again, elbow, looking into it. Okay, right here. Start with our inside. Cheat step. I got to have my cheat step. All right, I just sort of lower my head. Cheat step up. Lead leg here. I just lower it in the hole. And that's the only step I'm taking here. My hand's dropping off. And I'm going to my outside hip here. Okay, my left ear is going to be on his left hip. Okay. Here. That's it. Just regular finish. Step across. Pop. Okay, so, you know, when I was first learning, it was all to a duck under. All to a duck under, holding that inside control down. All right, so this one, we got to come off that inside control, okay, to our double leg. All right, and a lot of times you might have to do this. Okay, so depending on who you're wrestling is how I've come to figure it out. And a lot of guys know my duck's coming, I'm just going to drop it to a double. All right, so here. Cheat step. Cheat step. Here, and I'm pulling him. Hitting the knee, popping across. Just one knee always hits, never two. and never have two knees hitting them at the same time. So we get stuck. If I hit two knees on Connor here, and he sort of just skirt out, go that way. No, can't keep up with him. All right. If I have my one knee up, I'm in a lot better position. Right here, he's faster. Here I come up through him. And I can always come up into him, up across the body. So I'm always trying to stay on one knee up. So again, we go elbow. I'm just rolling to the outside. My head. He can touch me first. I promise every match I wrestle. Sort of put your head into him. I don't need touching. Hey, you know, that's a mistake a lot of us want to go get a hold of him, right? Just take your head to him. We always say, take your head to him. Sort of push on him there. Give him something that he's going to grab a hold of you. Okay? He doesn't like that. It makes him uncomfortable. You got to be comfortable being uncomfortable, right? That's what we're always told. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. Okay? So, they said, he always wants to reach for me already. Right? I haven't done anything. All right? Run your head to him, and now I got my elbow. I'm on the outside. That's the tie I want. Okay, so I'm taking my tie. Okay, just running my head into him. Running it up in there. Okay, now I got my tie. Here. All right, we can drive into him a little bit, get him to feel it. Press back, cheat step. My hand drops. As I'm stepping out, my hand drops. Here, and everything's pulling. Okay, everything's pulling his hands to the mat. And up into him. Okay? Now, we have, I mean, even some of the older kids, you know, they want to sort of turn here. You know, the main thing we do, we got to stay square. If anything, we're turning the opposite. We're not trying to. They always want to turn. I can't do it. They always want to turn their head away from it, sort of pass it by. Okay, so I said don't hit two knees, but you know, sort of an easy way. We can even be on one knee. Easy way that teaching little kids to get a pull down was just starting on their knees. Now we have no motion. You know, you can't have any motion to pull. You can't figure it out how to get them hands touch your ground. So you got to learn to pull from here. Okay, I have nothing. I have no other motion or anything. I just stay here. Okay, my whole goal: get Connor's hands on the back of the mat. All right. I'm staying straight. My head's on the opposite side. I'm just ducking my head. Okay, ducking my head. And I'm just pulling him. My left hand's pulling down, and I'm passing him right past my ears. Okay, I don't have any motion. You know, when I'm up here, I got to step into. I got some motion. I can bring my hips through a lot better. Okay, right here we have nothing. So now we really have to learn the technique. It's a technique pull. It's not, man, I'm real strong. It's just technique. Okay, it's technique here. Head in the hole, and I'm pulling into the mat. Right to there. Okay. Never left my knee. Okay. That's how you can learn it. Then once we get up on our feet, now our whole pull seems a little bit easier. Okay. I can get a lot more pull there. Now I have some leverage. My feet are coming in. Okay, my butt is actually up a little bit in this position. I had a coach describe it to me once. He said, "You look like your head's real low anytime you elbow pull, whether it be high C, duck, double." He said, "Your head's real low. You're like a." He said, "I got to teach it to my kids." This is described as a mousetrap, old school mousetrap. They just flip it over and they put that little pin. Right? It's all crunched up. Okay. Our power and our pull comes from our hips. It comes from my butt. And when I come through, my hips come through. Right? That's where our pull comes from. It's in through here. It's not. It's my hips. And so when you ever see, I sometimes bend down this way. Just sort of bend down. And when I go through, my knees come under me. And my hips, I'm exploding up through. And my hips got to come up through. Okay, so my hips have to follow up through. And that's where I'm getting a lot of your pull from. Okay, it's not, like I said, it's not your arm strength or your forearm strength or your grip. It doesn't hurt by any means. Okay, but I can just get my, so when I come, my head, it doesn't matter if it's down here. Okay, that's what I sort of want. Okay, if he's putting his head down real low, that's fine. Okay, it doesn't, so don't let that deteriorate, for guys head blocking down. All right, get down with him. All right, go down, and your hips have to come through. Now your hips gonna have to come through hard here. Hips gotta come through hard. Okay, so we're opening up. Bam! Opening up. All right. So I've got a fake double, a elbow pull double, ankle pick double. About what, 4 or 5 shots from that rocker step. All right. So now what we're gonna get into. Thank you.
Hey, Coleman,
Yeah.
go ahead and show your duck.
My duck won't go to that. Okay. Same thing. Yeah. All right. What he said was my duck under. Okay. Well, now my duck under, exact same steps. Not changing anything. All right. Just my hand that came off the inside control is staying up there. Okay. And that's where my pull's coming from. Down. Okay. Coming down. All right. Right to here. All right. So looking in, cheat step. Okay. And I just sort of, when I say cheat step, you sort of square your feet up here. Okay. So when I square my feet up, outside stepping. Outside stepping. Now I'm pulling him right to the mat. One knee's hitting, my back knee's hitting, and my left knee's going to hit. I'm going to put his hands on the mat and I'm going to come up into him. Come up into him, always. Now I can bring him down. Okay. We don't want to stay on 2 knees. We don't want to stay on 1 knee. Okay. I want to make sure I'm finishing this shot. A lot of times, we'll get, I get these guys in here and I'll push on them. Just keep my lead leg forward and push on them. Right? What's Connor going to have to do? Freestyle, he's definitely going to have to push back, right? Doesn't have an option. Coming up into him. Elbow, this arm's going to come down. Okay, so when I'm going, back leg up, right leg out. Head in the hole, pull him to the mat. Okay, here, peeking my head. Now my hips got to come through, and I got to keep a hold of my inside control. Up and through. Maybe Turk or whatever you want, but you want to come up through him. So we're always going to hit 1 knee. Okay. You never, here, if I don't get it, Hunter just squares up to me. Now we're back out. Okay. So I'll have to pay attention. I've had a bad problem with this. Hitting here. I was like, dang, I can't get this duck under. Hit here, he's squared up. We've been in a fight. Okay. Just kept saying, back legs out fly. Outside legs out fly. All right, and I said it a bunch today on my double and on this. Okay, my back leg has to fly. Okay, so you come up, my back leg's got to fly. Here, all right, and this has to fly up. Okay, come up into it. Hold on to your inside control. My back leg's got to fly up. Hold on to it. Now I'm going to score here no matter what. Okay? So, very important is our head in the hole, our hips coming through, and this inside control on our duck under. So, from here, okay, just dig that inside on this side. Just dig it up, and then look into them. Square our feet. Square our feet. It's my cheat step. Okay? And everything comes down, I'm passing him right by my ears. Passing him right by my ears. And up into him. Hitting my knee for a split second. Coming up into him. Okay. And I know this summer we were working, Coach, we had this, I wrestled this Ronnie. I remember it stood about, I can't remember if he was right or left leg, I think he was left, it stood about this wide. All right. We're like, we need to go get elbows on this guy. We're going to have to figure it out. So what we did, we got real low. I got to his elbow, and we were down here. He dropped his head, just like I said. Okay? So what we're doing, I'm still going to get to my duck under, or even come up to a body weight lock. I'm going to show here in a minute. But all we're doing, okay, we're right here. All right, I can't really hold on to this and duck when my head's this low. So I just took my arm out. I just took my inside control hand out. Now when I'm ducking, it's the same thing. my free hand, I'm just going to post it on the mat. I'm going to post it on the mat and come up high. So when I post here, and I'm coming up, it's just hitting for a split second. Up into it. Okay, and that created, you know, I could not, we tried. If he's this low, get real low, there's no way I could get any kind of, you know, everything's too tight here. So when I brought this out, sort of extended him a little bit. Okay, I was just posting my hand. I was posting my hand here. I was posting, and I came up to a high crotch a couple times, even to a body lock, into a double. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. So when you post, it's the same thing. Here, and up in through it. Okay, so it just it creates that another way, you know, of course, wrestler being good, they're going to try to defend. Okay, he thought the lower he got, the better he was. He thought the lower he was, and up through it. This is actually how we finished it right there. Just came up around behind it. Okay, but it all came from posting our hand and shooting it up. All right, and like we always say, you're going to have to shoot it to where they're going to be, not where they are, where they're going to be. All right, so if I just post it here, you know, sort of come here, I want to go get them. Okay, go make sure I capture them in there, get them where they're going to be. Okay, so Connor goes low. Okay, cheat step. All right, and here my hand hit. Nothing to it. Right here. You need to hit that hand behind it. And run it down. Okay, so just another little variation. It's all the same thing. It's another little variation of the of that duck under. Post your hand or just elbow pull with inside control. Okay, and then of course your double leg is dropping off and going through it. Okay, so how much time I got? Okay, so get it in one more. All right. What I know that's been recently, you know, a little bit of outside stepping. Okay, and we're just going to shoot. And this one's a little bit ass backwards, if I can say, on what we're going to do here. All right. So we're going to call it a misdirection double leg. No, it doesn't matter. Okay. So all I'm going to do, I'm a right leg lead. Okay. My normal double leg's here. Right. So I'm going to. When I say misdirection, my head's actually going to be on this side on this shot. Okay. From the open, really. We're going to go club with my left hand, my back hand. Okay. And I'm going to circle him and put all his weight onto his left leg here. Okay. And now that's all I needed him to do. Okay. So when I'm stepping here, all right, I'm stepping. My hands come off the head. All right. And I'm stepping here. And instead of throwing my head to the right, I'm going to throw it to the left here. Left ear to his left hip. Now my back leg's got to come around him big. Up and through. Okay. Like I said, it's a little different, a little odd. All right, and it's a lot of it just getting him to post his weight on that left foot. There. And my hands just slide off to my hips. Slide off to my hips, and as they're sliding, I'm stepping. Okay, and when I step, my head's shooting my left ear to his left hip. Here. It's a deep step. So again, lock my hands, and my back leg now, which is my left leg, is going to have to fly around to the outside. I'm taking him over with my head. It's a little bit different that we again got onto this summer. A little bit more, had to trick him a little bit. Okay. Left hand collar tie. Hitting him with your forearm right to the side of the neck. Okay, and this hand here, you know, I just sort of throw it to the elbow as you're turning him. So right to there. Drop him. Okay? Head throws to the outside. Outside leg coming around. Alright. So it's a little different. You know, it's something that may catch on for a few of you guys. Okay, so again. Hop. Hit him with your left forearm. Okay, now when I circle him, circling down. Circling him down, and as I'm getting him to step, going down already. All right. So when you circling, your hands, it's almost a timing deal, or just not taking really much of a hesitation. Here, our back leg, flying around. Pop him up through. Okay, right into our turf. All right, so let's see a couple more times. So, hitting him, left forearm, here. All right, inside control. Circling to that, making him circle to the inside control hand, here. Down. Hands come off. Hitting to the outside. Now, a back leg, again. It's going to fly all the way around. Look across it. And him up through. Pretty different shot, but you know, I know Jordan picked up on it pretty quick. He's been hitting it. In fact, he's hitting it to the opposite side, but right to it. Looking around, putting that weight on that left foot. Now it's a big step. Now it swears me out. Running him down. All right. Always looking for a turk. Always looking for a turk. You're going to get into a lot of them on double legs. Okay? Just that. That's it. Want to do any more? All right. Thank you, guys. Hopefully, it took something.